Hello there, my name is Katie and you're watching my channel Superconsole. Today I'm going to be running through some sweet Japanese gaming news. Before we get started, just a quick shout out to a giveaway competition going on over on my Facebook page /Superconsole Gaming. This is a giveaway to win one of 3 legendary bird Pokemon, Zapdos, Articuno or Moltres. These codes have been really kindly donated by user Ian Nagot, I hope I said your name right, and basically all you have to do to win them is type in what your favourite legendary Pokemon is and why. For example, mine is probably Raikou, I'd say, just because he's an awesome dog and he's massive. Can you imagine like riding him around town? Not that that's what you do with dogs. Yeah, so Raikou. That's mine. Let's kick things off with the rumour mill. Journalist Emily Rogers, previously a pretty credible source when it comes to all things Nintendo, she was right about Paper Mario coming to Wii U, and she's generally a really nice human being too, has said that Legend of Zelda will be coming out for NX and Wii U, something that we predicted back in January, and pretty much has been confirmed now without really being confirmed. Also, she stated that the next Legend of Zelda game will have both a male and female playable character. That means for all you people who have been a bit of a fan of Linkle, maybe your chance to actually play as Linkle as a main character in the next game. This is pretty exciting. I mean, it's something, another one of my predictions from my January video, and it's something I previously talked about quite a bit. But I think it's a great step forward for Nintendo. It marks a sign of change amongst the company. And generally, even though personally I probably will still be playing as Linky Boy, because to me, I feel like he's more than just a protagonist, he's a developed character. Although people say the hero of time can be whoever you want him to be, or her to be, I feel that Link he makes Zelda games for me, personally. But I think it's a great opportunity for people who want to play as a female character to get involved. So let me know what you think, if you will be playing as Linkle, and if you think this is true. I mean, it's still a rumour, it's still not confirmed at all, but I'm sure come E3 we'll know a bit more. If you haven't heard already, there's been some serious budget spends in the world of Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 15 now has its own anime series called Brotherhood Final Fantasy, and the first episode of which is available now for free to watch on YouTube. There's going to be 5 episodes in total, they're about 10 minutes long, and you can check my description for a cheeky link to the first episode which you can watch now, all of which will be available before the game launches in September. The series is kind of like a prequel to the game. It tells the story of Noctis and how he met his buddies and kind of all of that world surrounding the game before the drama of the opening scenes happen. The series is being produced by Japanese anime studio A1 Pictures, famous for Sword Art Online, Black Butler, AO No Exorcist, and the Persona 4 Golden anime. So if you're into any of that, or Final Fantasy in general, make sure you check that out. But that isn't the only thing that's been happening in the world of Final Fantasy. There's also a demo available now called the Platinum Demo, which doesn't follow the main story of the game. Instead, it's a short standalone experience giving you insight to the playstyle of Final Fantasy 15. The rather odd Platinum story takes place in the mind of our protagonist Noctis as a young lad, where he becomes a pseudo Alice in Wonderland, driving about in a tiny toy car and chatting to furry unicorn hybrids via his smartphone. Intrigued? I thought so. Give it a try for yourself. It's available to download free on PSN or the Xbox One store, all of that stuff. Final Fantasy 15 is due for release on the 30th of November, so make sure you have that in your diary. More Ace Attorney 6 details have now been revealed, along with the contents of the limited edition pack, which is exclusive to the Capcom Japanese eStore. What you'll find in the pack is... So, for 9,100 yen, which is £60 to us Brits, 74 euros and 84 US dollars, you can nab yourself a copy of the game, a newly written original drama CD, a visual postcard, Bokuto, the monk in training's tote bag, a Kotari plushie, he's the little dog that sits on Bokuto's head in the trailer, a fancy special box, an exclusive print, 1 of 6 random options, a limited edition Osuburo Gyokuten Gekijo, and a special costume pack. If you live in the West, well, we'll be lucky to get the physical copy of the game at all. It has also now been confirmed that one of my favourite characters, forensic investigator Emma Skye, is coming back to 886, along with Trucy White. She's the magician who was first seen in Apollo Justice with the magic panties and the ventriloquist hat sidekick Mr. Hat. Yeah, they're back, which is awesome. Ace 26 will be releasing in Japan on the 9th of June for Nintendo 3DS, so if you're excited and maybe want to order that yourself, get importing. My last piece of Japanese gaming news for this video is that Bandai Namco will be opening their own VR experience centre in Tokyo. It's got a really catchy name. It's called, wait for it, VR Zone Project I Can. Brilliant. Just brilliant. Great English. So, from the looks of the demo, it's mostly all run on HTC Vive hardware. I don't know if that's just from what I've seen so far, or if they just literally will be only showing HTC Vive demos, but the demos they have on offer are created especially by Bandai Namco. There's 6 experiences. I'm going to run through them now. There's the Fear of Heights show, where you rescue a cat from a wooden plank 200 metres above the ground. Ski Rodeo, where you ski off a steep cliff on the side of a snowy mountain. Real Drive, a fast-paced racing car experience. Escape Ward Amiga, a horrific sounding experience in a giant abandoned hospital, which sounds a lot like a ride or an experience at a theme park in Japan I've heard about before, definitely. Trainmeister, where you take on the role of a JR train operator on the Yamanote line, which is a real line in Japan. It's kind of like the Central line in London, if you've been there. And Argyle Shift, a giant mech battling game, which sounds pretty cool too. Reminds me a bit of Rigs on PlayStation VR, but maybe it'll be different. Ticket prices vary depending on what VR experiences you opt in for, and you'll find the centre itself in the Koto district of Tokyo. I'm sure if you look up VR Zone Project I Can on the interwebs, you'll find a link with a handy map possibly to the exact location, but if not, I'm probably sure I'll leave it in the description maybe. The goal of the centre is to let fans test out the experiences and possibilities of VR, but also to give a little bit of feedback to Bandai Namco on what they enjoyed playing and what's the best kind of experience for them personally when they get involved in VR. The centre's going to be opening on the 15th of April, so if you happen to be walking past in Tokyo, just make sure you pop down. I think it's open until about October. I'm going to be heading out to Japan myself next weekend, so it might be a bit quiet for me video-wise, but hopefully if I get a chance, I'm definitely going to be popping down there, so I'll let you know how it is. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you found it interesting. Let me know if you're enjoying Japanese news in general. And other than that, if you like this video, make sure you share it, like it, comment on it, whatever you wish. And if you haven't already, maybe subscribe to the channel. It's always lovely to know that there's people out there who enjoy watching this content. So thanks very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!